Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
How are you, Erica?
Marco, I'm doing really well. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited because today we're talking about travel.
That's right. We're going to give you some real English to talk about travel.
Exactly. English that you would use in everyday life, that you hear in movies and TV shows.
English people actually use.
Exactly. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this lesson for today?
Okay, so today we are going to listen as a husband and wife get ready to go on a trip.
All right, that sounds a little bit complicated.
Well, let's look at our two preview words.
Vocabulary preview.
Okay, so the first word that we have is road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Okay, so road trips are really fun and interesting, right?
Road trips are great. You get to get in a car with your family and drive on a vacation.
Yeah, those are really fun, and they're really popular in North America.
Really popular. I've been on a million road trips.
All right, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But now let's take a look at our second word, and it's the car's packed.
The car's packed.
The car's packed.
The car is packed.
So when your car is packed, it means that...
everything you need is inside the car.
All right, so your bags, your food, everything that you need for your trip.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so those were our two preview words, and now we are ready to listen to the dialogue for the first time.
Okay, this dialogue will be at normal speed. It will be fast, but don't worry if you don't understand everything.
After 10 minutes, we promise you will understand everything in this lesson.
So, are we all ready to go?
Yep, I think so. The car's packed, we have munchies and music, and the map's in the car.
Did you get the camera?
Got it. Did you fill up the tank?
Yep, it's all set.
You're sure we're not forgetting anything?
I'm sure. We've got all our bases covered.
Well, let's get going then. I love road trips. Do you think we can make a pit stop?
But we've only been on the road for 10 minutes.
I know, but I forgot to go to the bathroom before we left.
Well, she forgot to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I hate it when this happens.
This happens to me on almost every road trip.
Okay, great. So now it's time for our language takeaway. We have 3 words for our language takeaway today.
Language takeaway.
And the first word is munchies.
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 So munchies are
Snacks.
snacks, food,
Food, chips,
chips, cookies,
chocolate bars.
all that good stuff.
I love munchies.
And they're really good when you're taking a road trip.
Indeed.
Okay, so let's take a look at our second language takeaway word for today, and it is fill up the tank.
Fill up the tank.
Fill up the tank.
Fill up the tank. So this is to
Put gas in your car.
put gas in the gas tank.
In the gas tank. Exactly.
All right, our last language takeaway today is
Pit stop.
pit stop.
Pit stop.
Make a pit stop.
It's a quick stop for you to get some gas, food, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, a pit stop, a quick stop.
Great, so now it's time for putting it together.
Putting it together.
Okay, so we have 2 great phrases for you today. Let's take a look at the first one.
We've got all our bases covered.
We've got all our bases covered.
We've got all our bases covered.
This is a really great phrase, and it's really useful, right?
Yeah, let's listen to a couple of examples.
Example 1.
We've got all our bases covered in case the hurricane hits.
Example 2.
Okay, I have my keys, wallet, and passport. Looks like I have all my bases covered.
Okay, it's clear now, but you can use this in a lot of different situations, right?
You can use this in many situations. If I'm at work, I could say, All right, we've got a really good marketing plan. We've got all our bases covered.
Exactly. You have everything ready.
You're all prepared.
Perfect. All right. Now let's take a look at our second phrase, and it's let's get going.
Let's get going.
Let's get going.
Let's get going.
All right. So when you say let's get going, it just means
Let's start.
let's start. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay. But the interesting thing about this phrase is you can change it a little bit and it means something different.
Let's listen to a couple of examples.
Example 1.
I have the chicken, so let's get cooking.
Example 2.
This house is really scary. Let's get out of here.
Example 3.
I have another meeting in 20 minutes, so let's get down to business.
So let's get down to business, Marco.
Let's get down to business. Let's listen to the dialogue one more time, but this time,
It'll be a little bit slower and you'll understand much better.
So, are we all ready to go?
Yep, I think so. The car's packed, we have munchies and music, and the map's in the car.
Did you get the camera?
Got it. Did you fill up the tank?
Yep, it's all set.
You're sure we're not forgetting anything?
I'm sure. We've got all our bases covered.
Well, let's get going then. I love road trips. Do you think we can make a pit stop?
But we've only been on the road for 10 minutes.
I know, but I forgot to go to the bathroom before we left.
So that was a little more clear this time, wasn't it?
yeah, you can definitely understand better about what we've been talking about.
Yep.
Okay, so now it's time to look at Fluency Builder. Erica, why don't you explain what Fluency Builder is?
In Fluency Builder, we give you some great, useful phrases to help you express your ideas clearly.
Okay, great. So let's look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so we all know how to ask the question, are we ready to go?
That's right. You can say, can we go now?
Or you can say, are we ready to go?
Exactly. But there's another way that we can say this, and we heard it in our dialogue. So let's listen.
So, are we all ready to go? So, are we all ready to go?
Wow, that sounds really good. It sounds a lot more fluent.
Fluent, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so another simple phrase that we all know how to say is, it is ready.
It is prepared.
It is ready.
Right.
So these examples are fine. They're right.
Yeah, they're correct English, no problem.
But there's another way to say this that we heard in the dialogue, and it sounds a lot more fluent.
Yep, it's all set. Yep, it's all set.
It's all set. That sounds much better.
Yes, and we're all set to listen to this dialogue for a third time, and this time it's going to be at its normal speed.
So, are we all ready to go?
Yep, I think so. The car's packed, we have munchies and music, and the map's in the car.
Did you get the camera?
Got it. Did you fill up the tank?
Yep, it's all set.
You're sure we're not forgetting anything?
I'm sure. We've got all our bases covered.
Well, let's get going then. I love road trips. Do you think we can make a pit stop?
But we've only been on the road for 10 minutes.
I know, but I forgot to go to the bathroom before we left.
So, Erica, you said you've been on a million road trips. What was that all about? Where have you been?
Okay, well, maybe not a million road trips, but many road trips. Every summer, I used to go on a road trip with my family, and we would drive many, many hours, probably 8 hours in one day, up to northern Canada.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, and then we would go camping and we would sleep outside and we would have a campfire at night. It was great.
Ah, family road trip.
Yeah, but maybe 8 hours in a car is a little too long.
Well, yeah. Well, I've been on a different kind of road trip with some buddies of mine, some friends. We would drive to Las Vegas.
Really?
Yeah. So that's really fun. A bunch of crazy guys in a car going to Las Vegas and then just having fun and talking about everything. So that's a much different experience than a family road trip.
Maybe that sounds a little bit more fun.
Yeah, 8 hours in a car is not really that boring with all your friends. All right, folks, we're out of time for today, but be sure to visit our website at englishpod.com and leave all your questions and comments.
Okay, well, thanks for listening, and until next time, goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. Prepared, ready to leave.
All ready to go.
Full, everything is inside.
Packed.
Snacks, food.
Munchies.
Put gas in the car.
Fill up the tank.
Ready.
All set.
Have everything ready.
Got all the bases covered.
Start, leave, depart.
Get going.
Long car trip.
Road trip.
Quick stop for food or gas.
Pit stop.
The luggage area of a car.
Trunk.
Person in a car, not the driver.
Passenger.
Highway.
Freeway.
A car you rent, a car you pay to borrow.
Rental car.
Fee paid for using the highway.
Highway toll.
Let's try that faster. Long car trip.
Road trip.
A car you rent, a car you pay to borrow.
Rental car.
Have everything ready.
Got all the bases covered.
Person in a car, not the driver.
Passenger.
Snacks, food.
Munchies.
Quick stop for food or gas.
Pit stop.
Highway.
Freeway.
Start, leave, depart.
Get going.
Put gas in the car.
Fill up the tank.
Prepared, ready to leave.
All ready to go.
Ready.
All set.
Full, everything is inside.
Packed.
Fee paid for using the highway.
Highway toll.
The luggage area of a car.
Trunk.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Road trip. I don't like road trips. Road trip. Let's take a road trip to Las Vegas. Road trip. Do you want to take a road trip? Packed. My suitcase is packed, so we're ready to go. Packed. Did you pack the car? Packed. We can't leave yet. I didn't pack the car. Munchies. I'm starving. Do you have any munchies? Munchies. Let's get some munchies for the trip. Munchies. We don't have any munchies. Can we go to the store? Fill up the tank. Did you remember to fill up the tank? Fill up the tank. I can't fill up the tank. I only have $5. Fill up the tank. I filled up my tank on the way home from work. Pit stop. We need some gas. Can we make a pit stop? Pit stop. We're making a pit stop in an hour. We'll eat lunch then. Pit stop. I'm sorry I was late. I made a pit stop on the way home. We've got all our bases covered in case the hurricane hits. So I've got my keys, wallet, and passport. Looks like I have all my bases covered. This sounds like a great plan. You've got all the bases covered. Get going. We have a long trip today, so let's get going. Get going. What time do you want to get going in the morning? Get going. We didn't get going until lunchtime. All set. I've got everything ready, so I'm all set for the trip. All set. Are you all set to go to the airport? All set. We're all set. This is going to be a great trip. All ready to go. It's time to get in the car. We're all ready to go. All ready to go. It's time to leave. Are you all ready to go? All ready to go. Come on, I'm all ready to go to the airport.